Say what's up, YouTube.
What's up, too?
It's close enough. What's up, guys? So I'm really excited for today's video. We're gonna be heading out to the Porcupine Mountains. I'm staying out there for 4 nights, 5 days in total. I planned this trip out months in advance, and I've just been waiting for it ever since. Originally, it would have been an 8.5-hour drive, but one of my really good friends let me stay the night at his house just to camp out there and knock some of the drive off. So that was cool. We just grabbed some breakfast, feeling loose, feeling good. Gonna need it because we got about 20 miles of hiking to do on this trip. Not sure what I'm getting myself into. I think I got enough food, but yeah, like I said, 6 hours of driving, so let's get it. Quick little food stop. Got to get the Philly from Subway. It's the only way to go. And we're about halfway there. 3 hours to go. About 15 minutes out right now. It looks awesome. It's been a brutal last couple hours to this drive, and I'm ready to just get out of my car and get moving. Yeah, I'm so excited. Okay, I made it. It looks awesome what I can see so far. Trailhead's right here. We're getting ready to go. Got about 4 miles to cover to get to my first site. The bugs are already making themselves known, so bug spray has been applied, but yeah, I'm excited. Let's get it. One thing right off the bat making itself known is the extra 15 pounds in my back between the food, fishing supplies, just some other things too. That on top of some pretty steep elevation is going to be a bit of a challenge, but that's what I'm here for. First impression of the Porkies, all elevation. I don't want to get my hopes up here, but it might have just been a brutal start, because for the last quarter mile or so, it's just been pretty flat ground. I jinxed myself. First sight. So either gonna set up camp right now or gonna go try to find a water source. Kind of screwed up. I didn't really realize how steep the water was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be a quick walk down, that was not the case. We're gonna have to set up camp here so that way I take some weight off, and then I'm gonna have to hike around down to here, and then I can filter some water and then come back up this trail. I won't have my bag on me, so that's gonna make it easier, but never made a mistake quite like that. And I guess that's one of the first things you run into when you have water filters, is that you don't have any water on you. I do have this little guy. It's about 3/4 full, so I might set up my tent so that way people know I'm here, and then just put my bag in there so that way no one's rummaging through it. And then take my water filter and get on the road. Okay, got the tent set up, got my bag in there, got my water bag dangling from my butt, and we're gonna make a little extra trek. Whoa, we're gonna try to truck this as quick as possible without hurting myself. Dang. I need it. Oh, made it to the water, so that's good. Now we just gotta scoop up some water and do it all over again. Nice. Bag secured. It's true, there isn't. I have figured it out. It's good, smart. Aim for the bushes. Honey, I'm home. I'm spent. That was a hike I wasn't expecting, but adds to the journey, I suppose. One thing that I've noticed is that how quiet it is here. It's really peaceful. I've never camped at a place this quiet before. Got dinner cooking. Got my bed all made. Once I eat dinner, I'm gonna try to go out and get some wood. I got a little bit of time here, but not a ton. Oh my god, it's beautiful. This has turned into a nice trip already. Dinner is served. Cheers. It's pretty light outside right now. You'd think, well, maybe it's like 9:30 or something like that. It's 10 o'clock at night, and it's still daylight. Good morning. It is about 9 o'clock right now, so I slept for about 10.5 hours last night. I was so spent between the drive and then the hiking, then the extra hiking. That's what really did me in, because I was falling asleep with the fire last night. There was no way I was staying up late, so I slept great though. I woke up maybe once because of the high winds, You can't really hear it right now because I'm in my tent, but it's really windy out. I'm just gonna get some breakfast, get packed up, maybe chill here for a little bit because I think my checkout's at 11, and I know there's people at the other spot too. So yeah, we'll just hang out here. But day 2. Food's still nice and safe. Okay, so 11:50. It took my sweet time to get packed up, to say the least, but it's all good. I just wanted to enjoy my morning a little bit, and it's hard not to. I mean, it's just so beautiful over here. Yeah, bag's ready to go. We're gonna hike down that path there for about 3 miles, and there's some up and down, some switchbacks, and we'll be at the Lake of the Clouds. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's bear tracks. Site numero dos. That was a pretty good hike to get out here. I was putting around a little bit, so it took longer than it should have. I do want to try to see if I can get access to the lake there because I brought my fishing gear. That was one of the big things I want to do, maybe catch dinner or lunch. I don't know, we'll try to see. So if I can find an access point, I can go fish because I did see trout last night. Just got my tent put up, got my hammock strung up right behind it, found access to water, so now we got our water bag filled up and time for lunch. Also got my chair going. So to answer my question, yes, there is an access point to water, and I will be doing some fishing there. Okay, we're gonna go test out some fishing. I actually did just give a little test run off camera, and it did not go so good at the place where I got my water from. There's a lot of reeds right there, but I kind of stepped out in the lake a little bit, and I seen a place about a quarter mile down that was really open. Now, there's really no clear defined path, so I'm gonna have to do a little trekking in the woods here. Okay, gotta make a little leap of faith here. If I fall, it'd be good footage. Oh shit, that actually is a beaver hole. Sorry, hopefully I'm not disturbing your home. I'm just gonna chill here for a minute. It's nice and sturdy though, thank you. All right, we got something. Not sure what it is. Oh, he got off. Dang it. No luck. I had one on and got off, but my Garmin's telling me it's gonna rain here in about 20 minutes. So I could either be a gambler and keep trying, or have some sort of wits about me and actually go back to camp, which I think that's what I'm gonna do. Borrow a branch from you, Mr. Beaver. Thank you for your donation. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Nailed it. Dinner time. Lasagna for dinner. Wow, that's hot. Yeah. Wow. Whoa. That's hot. Waiting for dinner to cool down a little bit, and then I can get the fire started pretty soon here. I don't think it's gonna rain, so I think my Garmin lied to me. But one thing I will say is I didn't catch a fish today, but my spot tomorrow is also off of the lake, so we're not out yet. Just like gambling, there's only winners and quitters. There's no rain tonight, so I'm gonna try to squeeze a little bit in here. I'm trying out a different spot this time. High risk, high reward. Even if I don't catch anything, it sure is pretty. I'm hoping to hold off on the fires for a little bit, but these bugs are just staying out of control. Cheers. Good morning. It is day 3. Last night we got a ton of rain. As soon as I got in my tent, it started pouring and it didn't hold off, and it's still going right now. So it's not pouring right now, but it is still raining. Everything is soaked except me and my stuff, thankfully. So it is a little wet though, because water did drain underneath a bit, but that's okay. That's to be expected. I'm gonna try to get packed up here and get moving. There's really no sense in trying to sit around and just get more wet. My bag did get a little wet last night. Since I had it on the vestibule outside, there was water that was seeping under, and then also dirt too. So it's a little dirty and a little wet, but yeah, other than that, it's not too bad. The only thing that got wet in here was just my book, so that's not the worst thing. It'll dry out. Okay, so I gotta put away my chair, my water, my tent, and my hammock, and then we're on the road. And man, everything's soaked. It kind of sucks. I don't necessarily want to be out here right now, but I I remember this wasn't just supposed to be a vacation. I kind of want it to be a challenge for myself. And as much as it does suck, you just gotta embrace the suck sometimes. So. And we're off. It's about 11 o'clock right now, and we got about 4 miles to cover till I'm at my next spot. GG. 1 more mile to go. A little flooded right there. Oh, very flooded. Trying to dunk it, why not? And plus side, they probably need to get clean anyways, so yeah, that works. Site numero tres. I don't think I can fly right now. Take it off my back. Okay, so I'm acting fast. It seems like it's gonna rain here, so got the tent up. Gonna cook some lunch in a second, but I think first what I'm gonna try to do is maybe hang a tarp up, and we're gonna try to fly it over my hammock, or if it's not enough, then I'll set my chair underneath of it. It's not the prettiest, but I think it'll get the job done. Hopefully. Might need to put one in the middle here. Try and fly a little further out, but it's good shelter. And of course the rain held off as soon as I get that put up. Let my food settle for a second to get my bearings straight. Feeling a lot better, but that was brutal. Probably the worst hike I've ever had, but it's okay. We're here now, and I'm gonna have to do it again tomorrow, so there's no sense in trying to just think about it being crappy, because like I said, there's round 2. But Throw swim trunks on, do a little fishing. Beautiful out right now. No luck on fishing yet. I think the way that the wind's blowing is just sweeping all the water to me, so it's a little hard to cast out. But over there's a rock head that I'm gonna try to hike over to for a little bit and see if I can cast off from there. And if I don't catch anything, or if I can't cast out, it's still a pretty cool looking spot. Okay, so change of scenery. Little halt on the fishing adventure there. Apparently I was at the wrong site, so I was supposed to be at ES2. I was at ES3, and 2 people were gonna stay there tonight, and they didn't want to leave to stay at this one, even though it's the same one. I can't argue with them, you know, it's their spot. I was in the wrong, so I moved all my stuff, and yeah, so now we're here. I think fishing trip might start up tomorrow morning now. Just chilling in the hammock for a little bit. Just had dinner. I think the only other thing I gotta do tonight is just grab some wood and then have a fire. And then that's a wrap for tonight. Tomorrow I'm gonna be hiking out to my last site, and it's also my furthest hike out too. It's about 6.5 miles, and I've got about 38% grade at the highest elevation. So it's pretty slanted. I experienced quite a bit of that today, so I'm not sure how excited I am for that tomorrow, but we're here for it. I signed up. I also forgot to mention that tomorrow is going to be the hottest day. At its peak, it's 84 degrees. So I don't even know if I want to be out here for that, let alone hiking. So we're going to try to head out as early as possible. Found some good lumber. This is exactly what we're looking for. Since we got a lot of rain last night, you want stuff that's kind of hanging above the ground, so it's not getting soaked in and staying wet. The fire did not start. I think the wood was still too wet, even though it was elevated. So I might just stay chilling in the hammock and go to bed a little early tonight. I mean, I do got to get up earlier because I want to beat the heat, so it's not a half bad idea. Good morning. It is day 4. Feeling pretty good. A little grimy. Wearing the same clothes 4 days in a row. That'll do it. Trying to get things packed up pretty quick here. I just had breakfast and I woke up only about like 20 minutes ago. So I'm ready to just get this thing on the road. Hoping to beat the heat and then maybe the mosquitoes too. That's something I haven't really mentioned, but they've been relentless, and thank God I've had bug spray this whole time, because if I didn't, it would have been brutal. We're at about 13 miles in. I got about 6.5 miles to go, so let's do it. Boom. Ready to go. Less than an hour to pack. See you, buddy. I feel like the odds of seeing a porcupine in the Porcupine Mountains gotta be pretty high. If not, it's pretty ironic. Round 2. Nice little clean. Bug mask is engaged. So Government Peak is the highest peak here at the Porcupine Mountains, about 1,800 feet in elevation. So I'm really excited to see where this is. About 2.5 miles in, I think, right now, and the trail's looking really good. It's been a little elevation here and there, but I definitely haven't got to that 38% grade yet. Starting to get some rain, so I'm gonna put the fly over my bag and then put on my raincoat too. Not the prettiest, but it'll do. Even though my coat's gonna get me a little hot, on the plus side, it's pretty cool now from the rain, so kind of balances out. This might be that 38% grade. So this is Government Peak. I was hoping there'd be some sort of lookout, but it doesn't look like that's the case. I'm gonna keep moving up the trail a little bit, but that was definitely the 38% grade. It was pretty rough, but not as bad as I thought it'd be. Super slippery. I'm trying to take my time going down this. I think that was just the highest peak you can get to. I checked around, but I've been on a decline for the last third of a mile, so it doesn't look like there's a lookout. The rain jacket was holding up pretty well, but after getting rained on for like 2 miles, eventually, eventually it'll seep through. The Hokas though, mine is almost eating shit right there. They have still a ton of grip, being caked in mud and soaked, so that's a plus. I was just hanging my bag up there to grab a quick snack, and the whole thing just came down. Almost took me out. Whew, gotta be careful. There's a little upkeep here. Not sure how this is considered a trail. I don't mean to be so pessimistic. It's a nice little walk. And all that water is fresh under my pants that got me soaked is keeping me cool. So that's nice. Got about 2 more miles and then we're at my car. I'm not staying here another night. There's no way. I'm gonna try to unload everything in the rain and So sticky and wet for a night. That doesn't sound fun. Very nice. Just keeps giving. What a view. Here's my site. Not gonna lie, it is pretty sweet, but it just feels like a slip and slide underneath of me right now. I think I'm just gonna hike it out, but it is beautiful though. I would recommend it to anyone that does come out to the Porkies. We're so close. I am beat. Hallelujah. Oh, what? How do I get a ticket? I got my permit on there. Annual vehicle passport. Isn't it 24? Am I wrong? Is it not 2024? Okay, we'll recap before I hit the road again. Did 19.5 miles at 5,400 feet elevation, and it said it took me 14 hours. It's probably closer to 8 or 9, you know, between stopping and looking at some of the different places and then just forgetting to turn off at camp. That added up quite a bit extra time. But yeah, overall, I mean, it was a really pretty hike at times, but there's also a lot of times where it was just dense woods and, you know, there wasn't a ton of upkeep on it, which I get, you know, it's pretty deep in there, but if it's raining or getting wet by it and your clothes just get soaked, and it's not fun. But overall, I mean, I had a good time. There were some really cool spots between the mountains and then also the falls, like the different parts of the falls. That was really cool, and I had some cool spots to stay at too. But I did my loop, you know, I did what I came out here to do. I just did it even an earlier time, so I guess that's even a plus. Can't leave without getting a little souvenir. Oh, and we got a hoodie. Great success. Okay, so I was driving back, just grabbing some gas here. I had like an itch on my back, so I was kind of itching around, and when I was itching, I felt a tick, and he's lodged into like the center of my back. I think I should be able to get him. It's a weird feeling. I don't like not knowing if I'm gonna get it all, but we're just gonna get him. Yep, got him and his head. Can't see it, but calories don't count when you're camping, and then also when you're leaving camping after. Okay, I made it to Petoskey. I think I'm just gonna head inside, sleep and shower, and then call this a trip. If you stuck around to the end of the video, thanks for watching. I'm not gonna say like or subscribe just because this is really just for friends and family, but if I don't know you and you watch my video, I hope you enjoyed it. There's a lot of things I'm still trying to work on, so it's not gonna be perfect yet in my videos, but I'm sure I'll get it over time. I will say stay tuned for the next one, because next month I'll be going to a place called Puckasaw. It's a really remote spot in Canada, and it's a national forest there. I'll be going there for 6 days, so actually double the amount of days I was out in the Porkies, so that'll be pretty cool. But yeah, see you guys.